play the fist bump, who is going to start? Because I'm sure both want to start this match.
And we can see a lot of pink cards in Bart's hands,
looks
but
like
Josh starts.
Yeah, looks like Josh is starting
And
off
again-
with the Pot of Prosperity.
Yeah.
Good start,
And I
we
feel
can
like
say.
ever since that card has been limited to 1 copy, we've seen it more. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I can't agree on that, but let's see. We will go for the 6, of course. Josh, really think it's always the 6th card you're thinking about, right? It's
Yeah.
always 5 cards is like easy, yeah, this, and then
Maybe this one, maybe I'll need it, maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, and Bart lets it resolve, and he'll now see the Mitsurugi cards of Josh, a very well-known deck, honestly. which
Indeed.
we
Man, still a
saw-
very strong deck.
But it fell off a bit, like we saw with Justice Hunters, the 3 new decks being brought, and just fell off a bit from the radar of people, and we of course take the pre-preparation of rights.
But the question is, did it fall off because it can't compete anymore, or did it fall off because people just wanted to play something new?
Oh, I'm so sure it's the second thing, but
I think so too.
Josh will be able to teach us why, and he thought a bit about like how hard does he want to play into Draw and Lockbird. He decided completely to play
Yeah.
into it by adding the
I mean,
preparation of rights.
it makes sense because the card is not as popular anymore, right?
Especially
I mean,
in the main decks.
as we talked about, last round against a lot of the decks right
Yep.
now, it just doesn't do that much. So
Exactly.
I totally respect this line of play, and
Exactly, and we are adding off the Habakiri Prayers and go for Prayers Tribute Habakiri, one of the best feelings ever. But in draw phase, it's way, way better even.
yeah, I mean, if you're not fearing the draw on Lockbird, you might as well do it in main phase.
Yep, fair enough.
And we see Saji summoned back.
Yeah, minus 800. Bart writing it down, we saw.
Did we see a Kusanagi added? Probably, right?
I don't think it. I think we added a ritual monster.
I'm not sure. We will find out.
Me neither, but I think it was the Amano Kumo no Mitsurugi. And
You practiced that, didn't you?
I practiced that for German nationals already. I'm so
Oh,
happy
yeah.
I can say it again. And which cards are sending? Is it the 2 level 4s? It looks like it is.
Yeah. I mean, we saw
Okay.
Night Sword Serpent and Kusanagi.
Fair enough.
Added
If
to
we
the top deck,
play
yeah.
the Night Sword Serpent now, in a second, we will be able to see if Josh is on the Ryziel cards, because there is 2 level 4 monsters on the field.
Indeed, there is. But, I mean, I can spoil this a bit for you. He is not.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it. Is it the Duo Drive? No, it's Gallon Granite.
Which is a very strong card.
Yeah.
Because it can add now any rock monster, and more likely it's going to be Nibiru with a Primal Being.
And that card is really scary on top of a board, especially if those Mitsurugi cards trigger when being tributed by the
Indeed. It could have also been Fossil Pachycephalosaurus.
Yeah, we actually didn't normal
Yeah.
summon yet. Yeah, true, you're right, but that one in the main deck would have been pure madness, and we are going with the Murakumo, and now the thing is, we see the Murakumo, it will add as a card, it will come back, and then the question is, first of all, it's a Prayers, of course, is into which Link monster will we go here? Is it the IP Masquerena? Is it directly the Dynamondo? Like, close to infinite options.
I assume it's going to be the IP Masquerena, though.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
It
but
would make a lot of sense. I mean, you can just go for the Dynamondo in the opponent's turn then. And yeah, we see
I mean,
Mirror attributing Futso, bringing back,
yeah, bring
Habakiri.
back Habakiri, getting another free body onto the field. We could even go for 2 Link monsters. I don't know which ones he would be summoning here. I mean, to be fair, he could summon like the Dynamondo and the IP, because probably there will be an SP Little Net as well.
Yeah, but it makes more sense to just keep the Dynamondo for the opponent's turn, though, right? Because it also has the on-summon effect, which
Yeah,
is
theoretically,
strong.
yes, but if you have 2 ways to immediately like to reborn a monster from the graveyard, you play around Bestial very well.
That's true.
Because the Murakumo, like if it is tributed, you could chain a Bestial, but if there is a Dynamondo and a Prayers, you have 2 quick effects to use and therefore had the chance. And now it is the IP Masquerena on top of 3 ritual monsters. I mean, I really want to make a rank 8 here, but I don't think he played one.
It would be cool, like, I mean, okay, but what's the rank 8 that gets them back into graveyard, right? That's the question. Because if
Yeah.
you go for like a Hope Halving or something like that, you're just giving up
The
your...
Drag Luxion, actually, because it could rank up itself
yeah.
into another rank 8, but we
Yeah.
set 3 cards into the back row, and this could be literally anything, but one of them is definitely the Prayers, and probably the second one is, I don't know if he searched Magatama, it could be.
I'm not sure if he did, but if he didn't, then he probably already has it.
Yeah,
right?
probably, and
Yeah.
now Bart is starting, and he is not starting at all, because he just says that is a bit
Game
much.
2, we see another fist bump, and I believe Bart will start.
Yeah,
It
I'm
makes a lot of
very,
sense.
very sure.
Also, I don't know,
Yes,
you know-
does Josh have a Charming?
Yeah, I have to say, I have to confess, I'm not the biggest expert on this deck. You are a resident expert on Bart's deck.
Yes.
But how much do the Charmies actually do?
Yeah, actually, like nothing. It's honestly nothing. But oh yeah, there's 2 tokens. We're just showing it, just something very common like having tokens. And yeah, we go for 6 of the Pot of Extravagance to draw 2. Does Josh have an Ash Blossom?
We're looking at a hand. No, but
No.
we do have a Charmy.
Yeah,
Which makes a lot of sense to use now because
Definitely.
if he draws an Ash Blossom off the Pot of Extravagance.
Yeah. Or the Called by the Grave, just anything that just
Yeah.
answers the Charmy. So it makes sense because now, like with Extrav activated, you would expect your opponent to probably be on the Vanquish Soul deck. Probably the more pure Vanquish Soul deck. At least I would expect
It could
that.
even be a Mitsurugi mirror match.
It could be, actually, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right, Mitsurugi. I was like, and there it is, the Treasures of the Kings activated by Bart, and now we can finally talk about his deck.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah,
You've been itching to talk about
He
this.
is playing the Apophis deck, and Josh needs to check, and we are setting Apophis v Serpent. And now if we get a second set card on the field, the field spell will be able to add us a card.
So
And I can tell you, I played that deck
Yeah.
as Euros, and it's always the same. You need to hand over like every single card of your deck so that your opponent can read it.
which I mean, that is good in a certain extent because your opponents will be prone to making mistakes. But at the same time, with the new time rules, it might lead to some issues for you, right?
Yeah, but Bart skipped very early, so 40 minutes on the clock, that should be enough for 2 games. And
Makes a
there
lot of
he
sense.
is, the one and only, the man with the mark, being able to add another card that mentions Treasures of Kings, Temple of Kings.
Yeah, and now, Josh decides to infinite impermanence this.
Yep.
However, what I was going to say is now the Fuvalos suddenly doesn't look that good for Josh anymore. He might have felt very safe, using that or seeing that in his opening hand, being like, okay, now if this resolves, he probably is not going to go
Yep.
that crazy in his first turn, but
Yep.
as you already said, he just probably doesn't care that much.
Yeah, I agree with you, and we don't even have another card to set. Okay, that's now a bit concerning, honestly. Just 2 set cards of V-Trap deck, probably. I gotta say here, like, using the Imperm, like, it's probably correct because you don't have a better play. Oh, there's the Dino Wrestler Pancratops. That one is an issue.
And Dino Wrestler Pancratops is one of my favorite cards, and I'm so glad that it's being played again.
Yeah.
Because just the Cyber Dragon-esque effect of summoning itself to the board if your opponent has a monster, and then just being able to deal with so many cards.
Yeah.
You can just deal with anything. You can deal with monsters that are problematic.
Yeah.
You can deal with back row that is problematic. It's
And-
just a very strong card.
And now, important thing, Josh is reading cards because the man with the mark actually has a protection effect. I think for himself, the Apophis monsters, and Temple of the Kings. So really not that good here, the Pancratops. At least he can get rid of the back row later, but it's not that strong here, even though it is a good card, definitely.
Yeah, does he protect Apophis monsters or Apophis cards still?
Let me quickly check.
I will let you check. Meanwhile, we see one set card from Josh. I wonder did he already pass his turn back?
Yeah, so as long as you control Temple of King, which Treasures of King is, this card and the Apophis monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or counter
Yeah.
phase.
So right now, Pancratops could still... Yeah.
Yeah, and
Answer
that's
that
what
card.
we are doing actually. Now, very, very tough situation for Bart. He's drawing, but just not having any start into his Mitsurugi engine.
Yes, another Pot of Extravagance.
Second Pot of Extravagance. And honestly, if there's one deck in the world that can deal with losing 12 cards in the extra deck, it's probably Regenesis and Primite, of course.
Yeah, and I mean, if you don't care about your extra deck, at that point this card just becomes Pot of Greed, which
Yeah.
we know is a very strong card.
Yeah, you care about 1 or 2 cards, but yeah, you are absolutely right. And the question is now, does he have a way into his Primite engine? Is there an Aether Barrel? Is there a Lordly Load somehow?
I mean, I think we're about to find out, because if he has any of those, that is most likely going to be his next play.
Yeah.
However, he's first checking Josh's graveyard and his own graveyard.
Things he will be able also to add with the Treasures of King here, because there's a trap now in the graveyard. So he could access another man with the mark, just normal it and get like Surge off if he wants to. If he doesn't have a different way, but he will be checking it there.
It's already there.
He already has it.
It's already there. He doesn't even need it.
With the mark.
And this is the thing, that's another impermanence. But in a simplified game state like this, having an engine that just keeps rolling every turn is just going to put you ahead by so much,
Oh, and we already have the second Treasures of Kings to activate it and set ourselves an Apophis get questions. Do we play 2 Apophis the Serpent here? Because that would be huge. And yes, we do. So we get back our negate again.
And at this point, Josh is down to 2 cards in hand and nothing on the field. And as I was just saying, if the game state is so simplified and one player has an engine that just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, it's going to be really hard to come back from that.
I mean, right now, the man with the mark rolling, going in for 2,000 damage. Is there Gorse, the Emissary of Darkness?
I highly doubt it, although I would be very happy to see it.
We summon the number 41 Baguska, the terribly tired Tapir.
Or as I like to call it, Plan B.
Plan B, yeah, but here it is kind of Plan A, and it's very crazy because we only played 2 in the extra deck, and after 2 Port of Extravagance, it's still 1 left of him.
That is crazy, actually, to think that you vanished 12 cards from your extra deck, but there's still a Baguska.
Yeah.
He's still tired, and he's still on the field. And this is going to be so hard for Josh to combat right now, because, yeah, he draws a card, he gets to 3, but, I mean, there's a Baguska, there's 3 face-down cards, and if he does nothing, Bart can just continue playing.
Yeah, there's just one thing that's questionable here is, does Bart still have a Apophis Fusion left in his extra deck, the Divine Serpent Apophis, because that one like gets him back his traps from the graveyard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he might be out of Apophis cards very quickly here. And there it is, the Apophis, the Swamp Deity, which is like negating cards on the field up to the number of other face-up trap cards you have. It's continuous trap cards.
Yeah.
It is sometimes played in different decks. Like I saw it in Memento and also in the Crystron K9 deck because of a card called Silhouette Rabbit.
Oh yeah, true.
Which makes it kind of generic. And we just summon the Serpent, we draw a card, we pay our maintenance costs for the Baguska, and there is some more Charmy Purulia, top deck by Josh. Not the best card.
Yeah, this card is not going to be doing much right now, especially considering Bart already has monsters on the field, so really all he needs to do right now is attack, and maybe pass the turn back, because
a massive attack position Baguska for 2,100 damage. And yeah, we summon the Apophis, we read the attack points, that's 2,000 I assume. Josh calculating, I don't think it's game yet. But does Bart have another one? Yes, there is the second Apophis. We will be going into the battle phase soon. Does Josh have another? No, he does not. And Bart takes
one more fist bump, and I believe Josh decides to go first.
Yeah, and it looks like Josh has a playable hand, and he starts off in the draw phase with Preya's Tribute Aramasa.
And that to me looks like a very playable hand.
Yeah, that looks like a start you want to see. Bart looking at his hand. Does he have anything against it? It's definitely not draw and Lockbird, because we are very surely still in the draw phase.
Yeah, I mean, there's the option to maybe decide to, Purge.
And there is it. Dominus Purge negating Mitsurugi Preyas.
Now the question is, I mean, Aramasa still resolves.
Yeah.
If Aramasa still resolves, you get to Habakiri, you get to Saji, and you get to your place. So does Bart have another answer for this? I'm sure he must.
Oh, and it is
Cyframe Gamma.
The Gamma, like probably the best card to have here.
One of my favorite cards, actually.
Oh, that's one of your favorite cards. Okay. Getting rid of that Habakiri in the hand. Does Josh have something? He's shuffling his deck. That's not a good sign. Bart also giving his deck to shuffle, of course, because we resolved that Gamma. The one-off. Such a powerful card.
It's crazy, though, because normally when you activate it, the driver is also in hand.
Yeah, this time it is not, and we could have still activated because the Dominus Purge not locking us out of light effects.
Yeah.
So, perfect situation here. Also, Man with the Mark and Earth also still being able to be activated. And now we banish the Cyframes and draw a card for turn. Does Bart have a play, though?
I think we're about to see.
Yeah, let's see. I heard a standby main. Is he...
Josh is down to 3 cards in hand, I believe.
Yeah.
So...
The good thing for Josh is Bart's deck not known for OTKing.
That's true. But again, as I just said, simplified game states, if one engine is rolling, might start to get problematic. And we see a Lordly Load, which
finally
just
we see the Primite
such
engine.
a strong card.
Yeah, and that will get us... Does it get us Ether Barrel or directly Drill Beam? The question is, do we have Man with the Mark in the hand?
We get Ether Barrel.
It looks like we don't have, because otherwise that would have probably been our first choice. There is the Ether Barrel. Now the question is, does Josh maybe have a Droll and Lockbird himself?
And he does.
He actually does. So No more searching for Bart, but...
However, Ether Barrel says, that's fine, I'll just set.
Exactly, Aether Barrel just setting, and now we trigger it. And there's the infinite impermanence on Aether Barrel. It's always so frustrating that you need 2 interrupts to really interrupt Aether Barrel. And now is the question, does Bart do anything else? Or do we use the Lordly Lord maybe here now? Do we even have a normal monster left in the deck? Yes, we do. We are calling it, and it's gonna get loud to Trumpeteer. You are the musician of our team.
Exactly.
So you are the expert on Angel Trumpeteer.
Yeah, he plays some beautiful tunes. Right now the tune is called Being Summoned in Defense Position and Being a non-effect monster. So Ether Barrel can add itself back to hand if it goes to the graveyard.
Yeah, but I don't think it goes to the graveyard that quickly, because what Angel Trumpeteer does is it's a level 4 tuner normal monster. So you have options to either go into a Synchro 8 or a rank 4 monster here now.
And we both know a rank 4 monster.
Yeah,
that's,
I know many rank 4 monsters, but I know the one that's
one
the most
specific rank 4 monster. It is, let's say it together,
It is...
Baguska, the terribly tired Tavier.
I thought you say number 41 before.
My bad, I
It's
should have.
okay. And 2 set cards, what can they be? Is it another Dominus Purge? Probably. That would be great here. And now we are thinking, and we are passing it over. Josh is drawing a card, and he really needs a way out of this situation, especially Baguska. But what can you really draw here that gets him out? Habakiri already been used. It's only 2 cards in his hand, if I see correctly.
Yeah, it's 2 cards in his hand. One he already had last turn.
Yeah, and Bart, very heads up, activating Apophis the Serpent, getting the Swamp Deity already in the draw phase. So if Josh draws a card like Mitsurugi Ritual, which he can use from his hand, the Swamp Deity will be live, being able to negate the card.
And that's just very heads-up play, as you already said, because now you know that Josh had 1 card last turn that didn't really help him pass the Gamma. So really, in Bart's position, you're probably thinking, I have to beat 1 card right now. Yeah. And putting 1 interruption down just means I'm probably beating 1 card.
Definitely, and it looks like it's Bart's turn again, because he is paying the maintenance cost for Baguska. And there is Apophis the Serpent on the field, which is a normal monster. Therefore, we will be adding back the Primite Dragon Aether Barrel, which can be normal summoned to set the Drill Beam finally.
And I don't know about you, but I just like to call that synergistic. That's honestly good deck building, you know?
Yeah. Baguska, my favorite combo piece. There we know.
Barrel activates
and
resolves this time.
Yeah, and there it is, the Primite Drill Beam having another way to negate a counterfeit and even banish it.
And now it's just, you know, again, this overwhelming trickling effect that I was talking about, you know, like you pass your turn, your opponent passes back to you, and now you get to use all your resources again and just keep accumulating more and more resources, and maybe even just finding 8,000 damage.
Yeah, and there we go for the battle phase. We didn't even need to